Hello, welcome to today's video. We are on daily habit number 8 of establishing your leadership identity. This one goes down to how you correct and provide feedback to your teammates, especially in difficult situations. The key is to do it respectfully, but also directly. I feel like doing it respectfully is a lot easier. Most people want to not be jerks when they have to talk to their teammates, but being direct with a particular teammate as a leader can be the tough part. I watched our captain the other day give some feedback to some players about being late for practice. And quite honestly, two of the guys just completely ignored him. And our head coach did go on and address the whole group about being respectful to our leaders and to what our captains say. But I pulled our captain aside a little later and I told him how important it was to make them be accountable. And he has to be accountable by being deliberate and direct with every single team member when these situations arise. Because unfortunately what can happen is, with the old saying, when you give someone an inch, they'll eventually take a mile. But the ironic part of this, in the way a lot of times people become leaders and captains, especially with younger athletes, is they are oftentimes, yes, maybe one of the best players or one of the most well-liked players. So then it becomes an idea of the popularity. That's how they initially become a leader. And I'm not saying that you don't have natural born qualities if you become a leader and that people don't see that, but a lot of people don't, especially younger athletes, don't always recognize the importance of the leadership qualities that you may have. So they may in turn make you a captain initially for sort of a shallow reason because they like you and you're popular. But what becomes ironic about that is, as you become a leader and you have to do these tough things by providing feedback and correcting people both respectfully and directly, you go from being one of us to one of them. And that becomes the hard part because they start to see you, instead of seeing you as one of us now, they see you as one of them, whether that's part of the coaches group, just that authority figure, basically. And so that's where the difficulty comes. So for you as a young leader, establishing yourself means doing it consistently, because if you don't, you lose trust. When you aren't consistent in the way you correct people, you will lose their trust and they will start to test your limits. Even if they're doing it subconsciously, they push a little bit and a little bit more and a little bit more. And what happens is they end up discrediting you a leader if you let it get too far out of control. And then it takes more drastic measures for you to regain that control as a leader. So it's really important for you to be consistent in being a leader and just providing that feedback respectfully and directly. You don't need to be a jerk, but you have to be consistent in the way you handle no matter what teammate they are. They may be one of your peers in the upperclassmen, or they may be in a younger class, but regardless, they have to be dealt with consistently and just take it off at the pass, because the quicker you can do this, the better off you'll be. As always, I have a link down here in the description if you'd like to work one-on-one as we continue to figure out how to grow and develop your leadership identity. I also have this playlist that I'm working up to. If you haven't missed some of the previous ones, this is daily habit number 8. We still have 9 and 10 to go. Or even recently, I just worked on another video where I talked about how you can deal with having grit. And not only how grit is a buzzword, but really how it attests to leadership qualities. Because while they're not one and the same, grit and leadership have very similar characteristics. So check out that video, some of these other ones here in our daily leadership characteristics. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.